you watch that game on Saturday?
I did.
What'd you think?
There's two great teams, being competitive. I like, they had high spirit. The fight from Georgia was impressive, and then for Bama to finish off was great too.
Was it kind of cool? Like, I'm going to get to play one of these teams, at home next week.
It's, I see, like Kentucky too. I watched them. They were a great team too. So just watching them, and then just being able to watch football Saturday was cool. But that game was impressive. Just the electricity in the stands was even funner to watch. So that's what I live for.
You mentioned after the Missouri game, you feel you guys are close to kind of breaking through in games like that. What about this team leads you to believe that?
We just got weapons all over, and I feel like it's my job to utilize that, checking in and out of plays, and that's what we're doing this week. And then when I see something, make it happen.
What do you make of the Alabama defense from watching that game and basically the whole season too?
They're a good defense, and they got some players who will be in the NFL. They'll be playing on Sundays, and so we got to go out there, be cautious of what we do, and then when it's our time to punch, we got to punch hard.
So the last two times that Vandy played Alabama, which isn't often due to the schedule, Vandy kind of went in and, it's like, oh, this is cool, we're playing the number one team, and they lose by 50 plus. How do you, what is your message to the team in terms of, clearly trying to go with a different approach to this?
This is a whole new team. The NIL era is, every team will be different every single year. But we got a team full of dogs who prepare every week like they want to play on Sundays. And so with that, the only person that knows who's going to win on Saturday is God. So we'll be prepared. We're going to do everything we can to win a football game. We fell just short to the number 6 or 7 team in the nation. So we got to get over that little edge and then start punching some wins here.
Yeah, would you, from going through self-scout, both from the Mizzou game and maybe the entire season so far, what do you think are the areas of opportunity for you guys offensively to improve?
We get behind the chains too much. That's something we got to fix as an offense. And then, we put the defense out there too fast. We went 3 and out too many times. So putting that defense out there, that allows them to score points. If their offense isn't on the field, then they won't have a chance to score.
You guys haven't turned it over a whole lot this year, and that was obviously an emphasis point going into the year. Is that something you've been happy with, or is there more room to grow there too?
We've put the ball on the floor in options too many times, but we haven't, turned it over. We turned it over once, I think, once or twice this year. So we just got to keep, taking control of the ball, but more importantly, the 3 and outs are killing us, and penalties are killing us right now. So we got to clean that up.
Obviously, Eli has been kind of the go-to guy, but how do you maybe get Skinner and Sherrill more involved within the offense?
Yeah, those two, Skinner and Junior, are hell of players. We need to drop some more plays for them. But Eli is just like a safety blanket almost. You know where he's going to be. He knows me, and just has the connection we've had. We played a year and 2 years now of football together. So, but yeah, Q Skin and Junior, I trust them against anyone in the country. So when it's time one-on-one, the ball's going to.
With the same two guys were on the offenses last year for you, is there any differences in kind of how the game is called at this level versus the other level you played at?
Coach K has his twist on things. So we're in a lot of pistol back and things like that. That makes it harder for the defense. But just doing that, it opens up several shots for us when it comes down the line. But the most important thing this week is not getting behind the chains.
I know you're not personally playing against him, but I imagine you've watched a good bit of Jalen Milroe. What do you think of his game?
He's a great quarterback. A lot of people have him drafted first pick. He's leading the number 1 team in the country right now. So he's a great quarterback, and I can't wait for us to duel it out on Saturday.
What about not getting behind the chains is such an emphasis point for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. When we have drives that are consistent, it seems like we always score. So getting behind the chains, we get backed up, and then it's really hard to convert when you're off schedule.
What about Alabama's offense? Obviously, they take a lot of deep shots. They're explosive offense. Are you guys looking to combat that with the explosivity of your own, or are you hoping to run the similar, methodical?
To be honest, the only offensive film that I watched was against Georgia. They got some game players, but I'm focus on the defense and see what, they got true freshmen starting at corner, and then they got number one. So we got to have our hands full with them. So I just try to stay not to watch their offense.
After 2 weeks and kind of a brutal loss in Columbia, how eager are you to just get back out there on Saturday?
Yeah, the whole team is fired up to go out there on Saturday. Rando said it best. If you're down about this, then you ain't shit, really, is what he said. Like get up and get back to it. And so that's what we did. Saturday we came out, we punched each other in the face all day Saturday or Sunday, and then today was a great practice. So we'll be electric and ready to go.